Seeing beyond, living transformed is a spiritual crossing of the threshold to the world of being a truly expanded human being. Join mediums Cheryl and Kelly for conversations about discovering deep spirituality, developing your intuitive and empathic skills, and personal mediumship. Each episode will focus on tips, tools, and techniques to help you understand and expand your own inner gifts and life journey. You can call in each week to receive spiritual guidance, personal readings, and we'll answer your questions. We'll talk with luminary experts on meditations, the afterlife, energy healing, past lives, and much more. Join our Seeing Beyond spiritual community to learn more about expanding your mind, body, and soul, and have fun on your journey to empowered transformation.
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. Welcome to season 3. That was my little declaration there. Welcome to season 3 of Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. I always want to start the show by saying hello to my colleague. Hello, Kelly. How are you?
Cheryl? I am excited. It's like we're doing this on our own. I'm excited for that. This is like all new territory.
I know this is exactly where we wanted to go. Kelly and I were working towards this, and the stars aligned, and how perfect that we're stepping into the new season, right? We're heading into a new season, not only season 3, but we're heading into autumn season, and it just, it's just synchronicity at its best.
It is. And let me just say that intro video is just temporary. I threw that together. I am not technical. Please don't judge us on that. I am very excited to have a new one that we'll hopefully have next week. It's being put together now by some amazing people. And we'll be back next week looking way more professional.
Oh, this is awesome. I mean, Kelly is you're such a tech guru here. So, I mean, you say it's, you just put things together. It's just amazing how tech savvy you are.
That literally came together at 3:00 today.
Oh my gosh. Well, welcome everyone. You're finding us live on my Facebook channel, Kelly's Facebook channel page, and also on both of our YouTube channels. So please let us know where you're coming in from, Facebook or YouTube. And once again, our website is seeingbeyondradio.com, and you are watching Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. And so as we step into season 3, we will be taking your calls and hopefully doing some readings for you in just a little while. We definitely want to talk about the equinox happening for this season. It's the autumn equinox celebration. That's the name of our show. So we hope you enjoy it.
Yes. And I just, is it equinox or is it equinox? I always wonder.
Oh, you're probably, oh gosh.
Well, I don't know. I know it's something about see, I'm not educated on this, so I'm hoping you are, Cheryl.
Yeah. Well,
I know a little bit.
Yeah. It's probably equinox. You're right.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been saying lots of things wrong. Apparently I say woof wrong, and they say I'd say it like a dog barking, but to me it sounds like woof. So
what are you what are you saying? What?
Woof.
WOOF?
No, WOLF.
Oh, like a wolf.
Woof. That's what I said. Oh. Apparently I say that wrong, my kids tell me. Anyway.
How do you say wool coat? A wool coat. A coat made of wool.
Wool coat.
Well, that does sound good.
Yeah. And woof is woof.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel the L. Nobody hears it but me.
You tell them what for. Well, look, I just want to say hi to people who are coming in. And look, Meditation Meg says, you guys look great. And look, Meditation Meg, I have controls now, so I can put your comments on the screen.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Meditation Meg.
Thank you.
And we have Bud coming in from Ohio. Hi, Bud. And we have Cece coming in. Hey, Cece, great to see you. We also have the beautiful Maria Buriski from Pennsylvania. Hi, thank you for coming in. And once again, Bud. Thank you for being part of our show today. And as many people log on, we just want to welcome you to our season 3 and really encourage you to sign up for our mailing list at seeingbeyondradio.com.
Yes. Please
Yeah.
do sign up and follow us on our YouTubes. If you follow Cheryl, that's great. If you follow me, that's great. If you want to follow both, that's great. But just follow one of us at least so you can watch us on YouTube Live or
Mhm.
Facebook Live. And who knows where we're going to expand. I'm still setting up the podcast. The website's a little bit in transition right now. This transition from going from the radio to this was quick.
Yeah.
And so it's a learning curve for me. I am a technical person. This is out of my comfort zone though. I'm not familiar with the stuff, but I'm enjoying learning about it and figuring it all out. So
Yeah. Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you, Kelly. And you are definitely, I rely on you so much because you're just so talented in the tech world. So thank you for that. And we do have Jose chiming in. Hi, Jose. It's great to see you. Thanks for being on the show. What a beautiful new beginning. It is. It's a beautiful but new beginning all the way around. And look, the season that we're talking about is anytime we step into seasons, it's a big shift, right? There's shifting happening. You either have more energy or not a lot of energy, and the time change is soon upon us. But really, I do believe the autumn equinox is about, it's really about, kind of preparing, whether you're, getting rid of things in your home or whether you're practicing your spiritual practice. It's almost like we're preparing to step into not only a higher vibration, but with each season, the energy shifts. So if you're feeling lag or if you feel tired right now, or please know that there is a shift happening, right, Kelly? I mean, there is a
Yes,
lot going on.
always. Like when this stuff happens, I know that much. And I can say I have felt it. And I'm sure Brianna in the background, I know she's felt it. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Lori. We love you guys.
Have Lori and Jeffrey. Yay, we're on our own, you guys. It's kind of like, it's amazing. This is so much where Kelly and I want to be, is on our own and have our own show happening. So thank you guys for supporting us. And thank you to WLTK, who we just stepped back from, but they really helped us out too there for as long as they could. But it's time for a change or time for a shift.
It was, and I think like we were so comfortable with that setup that we were like, even though we wanted to do this, we weren't really making it a priority. So sometimes the universe is like, it's time to move on, guys. Here it goes. This is what's happening. And
Yeah.
I feel like, it's kind of really beautiful that it happened during the autumn equinox. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Who says it right? Is it equinox or equinox? Cheryl says equinox. I say equinox.
I probably would say equinox, but yeah, I did say
I
equinox.
don't know. I think you're right, though. I've never really heard anybody say it. I've only just read it in my head. It's equinox, but I'm probably wrong.
Well, maybe we're both right. How's that? I'll take that.
Yeah, it's like tomato.
Yeah. You know what we're so lucky to have, Kelly, and that is Brianna. Brianna
Yes.
is our backstage co-host, so to speak. I mean, I always want to bring her on and let you know that we do have her as our producer, our tech. She's helping field questions. She's helping post our links. She's looking at our mail on our website to answer your questions. So she'll be helping us put those questions out there. So if you have any questions for tonight's show, whether it's about you personally or a question you would have that you might think would benefit many, many people, please send your questions to questions@seeingbeyondradio.com.
Yes. And I do want to say, I'll shout out to my sister, and it has nothing to do with this, but I'm just so proud of her. She's a real estate agent in Colorado, Brianna's mother.
Oh.
And she just got one of the top 10 realtors in Colorado for
my.
being an expert in her field and everything. And I'm just so proud of her. And I posted it on my story. So if anybody lives in Colorado and they need a real estate agent, my sister is an expert and you want to reach out to her.
And
She's
what's her name?
Laura Gallant. Yes.
Laura Gallant.
And I think her real estate, she has her own real estate company now too. And I didn't know that, or maybe I didn't realize that. I just saw that, but it's called, I think Mountain Prairie something. I'm not good with this stuff, but it's on my Instagram page. So if anybody wants to see it, I shared it in my story. I'm just so proud of my sister. She worked really hard for this.
Yeah, Denver's a big place and it's very competitive in the real estate market. So good for her.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Laura. Thank you. And Jose says it like me. I think me and Jose are right, Cheryl. Sorry. I like to be right.
I know you like to be right, and I think you are right on this one there, Kelly. You're right a lot of the times. I'll say that.
And I do want to make one other thing. Everybody, it is my birthday on Friday.
Happy birthday.
And I'm going to be honest about my age. I'm not turning 21. I know I look like it. I'm actually turning 53. But I'm really proud of my age. It's 53 years that I've earned. And I've been through a lot. And I have to say, I hope none of my friends are listening. I feel like I don't have as many wrinkles as a lot of my friends. I just want to say that out there. I mean, I love you all, my good friends from childhood. But I think that my skin's much better. I'm just saying that.
Well, I mean, happy birthday. What are you going to do for your birthday this Friday, Kelly?
I already got my birthday present. I got a new car.
You got a new car?
Yes, and we are going to go wine tasting. My husband is the sober driver because he doesn't drink. And we're going to go wine tasting up here in Northern California for the morning part. And then later we're going to go do like a buffet dinner at the casino with a bunch of people. So we're going wine tasting with a bunch of friends and mostly my neighbors. I love all my neighbors. I have like the best neighbors. And then we're going to go to the casino and have a nice buffet dinner and have a little fun and then come home.
It sounds like a whole weekend of a birthday party,
Well, I mean, that's the day. Of course, my husband and I will probably go, we'll go do something ourselves or with my son, But, the kids don't ever want to spend your birthdays with you as parents. So, I mean, they do their own thing. I'll probably get like a card or something. That's about it from the kids. But like my husband and I like to celebrate birthdays. He doesn't. But I'm like, my birthday is all month. But
all year, Kelly. Celebrate all year, every day. Look at all these happy birthdays coming in. Hey, and look, Kelly, look, what horoscope sign are you?
I am a Libra. I'm supposedly very balanced. I would say I'm balanced for the most part, and I try to be, but at times I can get a little like ADHD and get, scattered because there's a lot going on in our lives. So I would say though, I'm a typical Libra. I am always trying to please everybody in some ways, but I've learned boundaries. Yeah.
Good for you. Well, hey, look, I think my birthday is the most important day of the year for me too. I mean, it's like a big deal.
I love birthdays.
They're so much fun.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. And Brianna has posted some a question in here. Oh, my sister's business is Mountain Prairie Living, I think is what it's called. And it's real estate. That's right, Brianna. That's it. And then somebody posted right here. Can I read this?
Yes.
It says, hi, I feel like my life is upside down right now and everything is going wrong. I wanted to know if Spirit has any guidance for me. So we're not doing readings now, but I just felt compelled to read this, Cheryl. I don't know. So maybe we will. Yeah. Specifically looking at my marriage situation and whether or not I should apply to this job opportunity that closes tomorrow. Thank you, Rita. And I don't know, I felt drawn to that. Did you feel anything?
Well, I'm glad you felt drawn to it because I believe Rita is new to our show, Kelly, and this is her first time for her.
Welcome, Rita. Welcome.
Yeah, so she wants to send a question, and yeah, that would be great. And so you're probably feeling that law of attraction there, right?
Yeah, I just instantly was like, I got to read this right now. So I do feel, Rita, that you should apply for this job opportunity. I actually feel like it'd be good for you emotionally, because I think part of you is feeling a little bit lost and you need something to kind of ground you. And as far as your marriage, I think that having this, if you were able to get this job or even just applying for it, that self-esteem feeling, it's going to give you a little bit of, I want to say, motivation, and also like a knowingness of what to do, because I do think you're very intuitive, Rita. I think that you feel things and you know things, and you really are just looking for validation for what you already know. And for me, I feel like I don't want to say too much like in public forum about your marriage. I just feel like you need to take care of you right now. And that's what you need to do by applying for this job. Even if you don't get it, emotionally, it's good for you. That's what I'm feeling. And things are going to get better. Things are upside down right now because it's almost like your world is getting shook up in a sense, because you need to make changes. And it's a push from the universe because you've been, in a sense, sort of like we were with the radio show, just like complacent and in this comfort zone and not wanting to kind of explore or expand out because it's different or it's changed. But it's really time for you to grow and push out of this comfort zone. That's what I feel. Whatever that means to you, but that's how I feel what you need to do. Did you feel anything, Cheryl?
Well, Rita, I'm going to add to that, Kelly. Rita, I just feel like you've been around people or situations that are draining your energy. And like Kelly mentioned about her, she's setting boundaries. I want you to start setting boundaries and just be a little bit more selective about where you do spend your energy, and go towards the places and the people that make you feel good, that uplift you. And I do want to encourage you to apply for this job opportunity. I do know you have angels and guides. I know I felt Archangel Michael around you.
Yes.
So I want to tell you, yes, you got that. And so you can just start there with him, and he'll line up everyone else for you. But I do want to tell you that you are certainly tuned in, and you are receiving guidance, and maybe being part of this show is going to help you on your journey and your path. That's always our goal.
Yes.
So thank you for your question, Rita.
Yes, thank you. And well, I'll let you go, Cheryl. I know I just took over there.
No, it's great. We were just open to anything. We were,
I know.
you have to go where spirit.
Well, we have another new person here, Bud. Thank you, Bud, for joining us. And I'm glad this is your first time and you found us. And
Oh,
I know you were asking, thank you for the happy birthday wishes as well. And I know earlier I saw you were asking about, I believe, spirit. I'm trying to scroll up. Just wanted to know if there's anyone around me. So in a little bit, Bud, we're going to give a link for anybody who wants a reading in about 10 minutes. And when you see that link, you can actually join us on the show. You'll come backstage and we'll bring you up in the order that you showed up in the backstage area. So just pay attention for that link. We'll be posting it in about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And let's talk more about the equinox or equinox.
it's also a time about, surrendering, right? We always talk about surrendering in our mediumship and in our spiritual work, but it's true. It's true. Being part of a spiritual practice, or, a human being on this planet, it's not about trying to control everything that happens around you, and really just knowing that surrendering and trusting is always big for a lot of people,
Yeah.
but it is about kind of surrendering and really letting this season happen. Let it unfold for you, right?
Yeah.
I would say also not be in a rush. See if you can just take a breath, take that slow down, take some time for yourself, right? The weekend, a vacation, a birthday weekend, but taking time for yourself, putting that pause button. It's okay to hit the pause button. You don't always have to be go, 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 as they say. I think
Yes.
surrendering is so important, Kelly. I just
I
can't
do. It's
speak enough.
hard for some
It's
people. I know I've struggled with it in my life. I mean, before I started my spiritual journey, because I've always seen spirit, I've always had this. I wanted to control everything in my life. My kids, my environment, my everything, right? And I believe that the universe shook my world up by giving me my third child, because he was not going to conform. He was not going to sleep like the others. He was not going to do what the other kids did. He was different.
Mm-hmm.
And it really kind of shook up my world. There was no control of this child. But it was a good thing. I needed that because I was so like, this is how I'm going to be,
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that's good for people, and it's scary when when you grow up sometimes. And I think this is why a lot of people like to control things. You grow up in an environment as a child where you feel like you don't have control.
Mm-hmm. That
And
is
so
so.
as an adult, you want to control everything. But what that does when you try to control everything is it stops you from growing. Right?
And this applies also to your belief system for people who want control because they want to believe the same thing today that their parents believe, that they believed as a child, that their grandparents believed. Like, look,
Yeah.
surrendering can be being open to new ideas and new opportunities and new belief systems and new perspectives. Maybe your preferences are changing, and to allow that to happen. Right?
Yes, it is exactly right. Even since I started my spiritual journey about 12 years ago, where I've decided to really kind of like explore and understand it, I I would say, my views, my perspective has changed probably 3 or 4 times over the last 12 years. Um, I was real set in one way, and then it sort of like something happened, and it's like, "Oh, okay, I'm open to this new way." And so I've learned over the time to really kind of let go and just be like, "This is what I feel right now, but I'm open to learning more." And that's what I love about our show, because I
Mm.
feel like what we're doing here is we're opening up our minds to different ideas and different perspectives, and learning about different, um, modalities, different, just everything, right? Things that maybe we're not even experts on, but we want to learn. So we're not just exploring this and teaching our followers, we're also learning along with them, I
And we
feel, in some ways.
Yes, and we are, and we have such great special guests on our program.
Yes.
And for those watching, and for those that will be our future special guest, we welcome you. And really, I did want to ask our audience, or our members, our listeners, if you have a suggestion on someone that you would like us to invite on the show, another person maybe that you follow.
Yeah.
Please let us know. Send us an email on the questions at singbeyondradio.com. Send us an idea that you have about a guest, and we'll certainly look into it. I did want to share with everyone, just as Kelly mentioned, like learning about spiritual hypnosis. I mean, we learned a lot last week from our guest, Deborah Taubenslag, if I have that correct.
Right.
Yes, so much from, and I really want to say, Kelly, I got some emails from people really telling me how much they enjoyed it.
Right. Me
Yeah.
too. And they loved her. She was very, I feel like, inviting, her
Mhm.
energy. And
Mhm.
she explained it in a way that it was sort of like, it was easy to understand.
Mhm.
And it's something that's always fascinated me. And I'm super, super curious to learn myself.
Mhm.
So I was really happy to have her on. And I know I've done a reading for her, and that's how I met her. I don't know how she found me. And
That's
then I was a sitter for her because she teaches an online circle. And I
oh,
came on to be a sitter, and her students read for me. And that was a lot of fun.
how
Yeah.
wonderful.
So I just think she's a special soul.
Yeah, and so for everyone who, if anyone missed our show last week, they can always go back to either Kelly's YouTube channel or my YouTube channel and watch the past shows of our Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. And we also have those replays on the website,
Well,
seeingbeyond.com.
not right now.
Yeah, but not right now because we're revamping it.
We
But
had to download them off Podbean, and I have to upload them all on Podbean one at a time.
oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, and there's a lot. I mean, there's a year's worth. There's 52 videos.
Wow.
So that's going to take me a few months, but I will do it
Yeah.
over time, little by little. But in the future, from now until, while I'm doing that, all of the current ones will be uploaded onto Podbean as well, which will load it to all of the what do you call that? The podcast softwares like Apple and all of that, right?
Oh,
So
that's
we
fantastic.
will be everywhere again, and you can listen in your car. You might not get to watch our faces, but you can listen in on the conversations, which I enjoy doing when I'm driving. It's better than talk radio sometimes.
Absolutely. So really everyone asks questions about, being a medium or, the seasons and the changes. And really, I think what people want to also know is what's ahead, right? What's coming ahead? What's October going to be like? What's November, December like? Where are we going, as a planet or as a, spiritual consciousness,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you feel, Cheryl?
Well, I only feel strength coming from where we're heading, and strength has its challenges along the way, but that doesn't mean we're not getting stronger and stronger in unity too. I want to say that, and kindness and all those wonderful qualities that we're all reaching for or, trying to share with other people. We're all practicing those types of grace, kindness, communication, trying to help people that we see people, right? We're not hiding or we're not, we're trying to treat people as individuals with integrity and really show up in our own lives too. And I really think that's where we're heading, is not only showing up for ourselves personally, but for those we love, those around us, our families. It's almost as if we gain energy, right? We're gaining an energy field, or we're gaining an energy, I don't know, surplus, I guess you could say. That's what I'm picking up on. What about you, Kelly?
I just loved everything you said. And like you're getting all these compliments.
Hi,
Love you, Cheryl, from Diane Burton.
hi,
And
Diane.
Nora Jeske, I hope I said that right. Cheryl, you have the most soothing
Oh,
voice. I
thank you.
totally agree, Nora. I
Thank you.
love Cheryl's voice. And
Wow,
if
thank
you
you.
have not ever gone to one of her healing prayer circles and done a meditation with her, you're missing out. You
Yeah,
must try it.
yeah, yeah.
Whenever I'm having a bad week, and everything, I will make time or try to fit it in my schedule because I'm always busy on Sundays. But I will
Yeah.
just go just for that meditation because Cheryl is absolutely the most healing voice I want to say I've ever heard.
Well, thank you. And our last Sundays, I just want to say, because I got a lot of emails from that too. Um, we did a meditation on colors, Kelly. It was on colors, and
I love colors.
speaking of colors, we have to do a show on colors or talk about it
Yes,
now.
I
Just
work with colors. I was just talking to my students about that. We're working with our clairsentient and our clear knowing. And so one of their homework assignments was really to kind of tune into all the colors
yep.
and what do they feel about that color and write kind of like a color journal.
Hmm.
Because spirit
Nice.
works with me with colors.
Hmm.
I see auras in my mind's eye or
That's
colors for people when I'm reading for them. I love it. And when
yeah.
there's a color meditation, I'm all
Uh-huh.
in.
Well,
Yeah.
last week's meditation was pretty amazing. I always feel like I'm channeling the meditations. I feel like I tune into the spirit world because I meditate quite often, but certainly for my healing prayer circles, I meditate the morning of that day. So every Sunday morning, I'm sitting with spirit, preparing for that evening's healing prayer circle. And so I just feel the information I'm getting is for that particular group. Whomever shows up are the right people to show up, and whoever listens to the recording, because it's a recording that goes out in your email box or your on my YouTube channel, that it's going to reach, it's going to have an effect. And so I'm always thrilled to share that, that loving, once again, that loving grace from spirit.
And can I just say, I know that I posted for my friend Brittany Hanyon on your healing
Yes.
prayer circle, and
Yes.
I posted on my social media everywhere. And I just want to say thank you to
Yes.
everybody that's praying for her and
Mm,
everybody that was able to donate to her because I have to say it's been a huge blessing for her to not have to worry about her finances. So thank you, everybody. When you're going through a difficult period like that, that's what your healing prayer circle is about, is like sending those prayers to people. I don't know if everybody knows how powerful prayer is, especially when done in a group like that.
mhm.
It really makes a difference. And she's honestly felt it. And she wanted everybody to know how grateful she is and wanted me to thank everybody for her.
That's
So I
great.
am sending that out there for anybody who is part of Cheryl's healing prayer circle and donated. I am grateful, and Brittany is super grateful. She is fighting for her life, and you guys have given her a little bit of peace. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, we have such a high vibe tribe on the healing prayer community, and just to shout out to let people know who are new to me or Kelly this evening that it's free to join my healing prayer circle. It's free to join. Please take advantage of it. Because you may hear something, you may receive a message from your guides. You never know, right? But it is about opening up, right, to that higher awareness, and that's really what we want to do is share that with you. It's it's a phenomenal feeling. So thank you.
Yes. And do you want to open it up for readings?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay. Brianna, if you could share the link to everybody. There's the link. I just posted it in our private chat.
Okay.
And if you could share that on here, and then we could post it, but that way it goes to everybody. Thank you.
So I don't need to post.
No, whoops, wrong one. There we go.
Is that right?
There it is.
Wow.
Wow. We don't need to double post anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. It works great.
Thank you. Yes, we had so many people wanting to send us questions that we even do shows about answering all the email questions that we do. We have special guests on. We talk about our upcoming events, which we'll talk about in just a moment here. But having you on the screen with us tonight, it's always your choice if you want to come on video or you can keep your video off. But we always invite you backstage, and we have Brianna, manning the board, so to speak, to help out here with any tech. So please feel free to come on, or if you'd like, you can type in your question in the comments section, because we do readings that way too. We'll look at your question if we're drawn to it.
And if you wouldn't mind sharing with anybody, tagging a friend or sharing the video with anybody you think might want to join us tonight or be interested in getting a reading or even just listening in on the show. We always appreciate it when you share our show and tell people about us. So please help spread the word.
I just want to say, definitely what Kelly's saying is true. Please subscribe to both of our YouTube channels or like our Facebook pages and follow us on Facebook. Kelly and I were taking the radio show to the expo in New York. I don't know if we'll be doing the radio show from the expo. It depends on internet connection, what have you. But we're going to the New York Expo. If you are in the New York area, we're going to the New Life Expo coming up at the end of October. And that will be in Brooklyn, New York. And you can find out more information on both of our websites on our upcoming events. But that's happening October 27th through the 29th. So we're so excited, and we're going together. We're going to be sharing a booth, working together under the Seeing Beyond Living Transformed. But Kelly has been so generous, and I'm going to jump out there too, and we're going to do readings for people. So if it works with our schedule, we'll be able to you'll be able to book a reading with us, maybe at a discounted price. But also Kelly and I are doing our own lectures, and that's really a big thing for both of us, right, Kelly?
Yes, super excited. And I love the name of your lecture, Cheryl. What is it? And we do have somebody backstage, Joanne Hamp, Carmeyer, and Carla.
I can see these people.
And Amanda. Thank you, guys. So should we take them? Because
yes, let's go.
We want to make sure we have time.
I can see the backstage now.
I know. Isn't that great?
Wow.
Hi, Joanne. Can you hear us?
Hi. I can.
Yay. Hi, how are you? How can we help you tonight?
Well, I'm going on Friday back to the doctor for a checkup, and I'm wondering how that's going to go.
Okay.
And your sister's passed away, is that right, Joanne?
Yes. My older sister, she passed away about 11 years ago.
So I just feel like there's a new treatment for you. I just feel like she's stepping in. I don't know. I just feel like in some way she's encouraging you, like there's a new treatment. And I feel like a new doctor. It doesn't mean getting rid of your old doctor. It feels like another doctor adding to it, maybe more of a specialist, but I also heard kinder. So maybe he has, or she may have more bedside manners. But I want to tell you what you're going through is going to work out. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, good, good. That's I've been worried about it because I'm going for like a 6 month or a 4 month checkup from cancer cells I had.
Okay.
And I took the radiation, and it's just a CAT scan and to go to the doctor afterwards. So,
Well, I'm hearing it's all good. It's going to be all good, and to think positive. I also
okay.
feel that you've done a lot of like proactive things for your health, which have been
Hmm.
helpful. So I don't know if you've changed like your diet or you've started doing some exercise or something, but I feel like
Hmm.
whatever you've done that's different has been very helpful. Is what I'm hearing. Do you understand that?
Okay. I do. I do. I've been going to a healing touch lady about once every couple weeks,
I
and
love
she's been working on my body. So
Okay.
I think she's really helped.
Oh,
Yeah,
good, good. Yeah, I feel like it has helped.
yeah.
I'm a strong believer in energy healing. In
Hmm.
addition to, your medical doctors adding this part of it as well.
Okay.
Just like the power of prayer, energy healing is this beautiful energy. And if they're a good energy healer and they are really reputable, they're definitely
Hmm.
working with, not just their own energy, but the angelic realm or the universe,
Hmm.
whatever they're working with. It's a strong power. And I feel like that's what's happening with you. So stay positive, keep doing what you're doing, and know that it's all going to be okay. That's what I hear.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're so
Well,
welcome.
Joanne, before you go, Joanne, I just want to say, is blue your favorite color, or do you like the color of blue?
I do, and actually, I was thinking about painting one of my rooms blue.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, blue is a good color. Yeah.
I feel like it's like if I were to look at your aura, I just feel like it's in your aura field right now, your auric field, like it's behind you. It's a strength. So it
Hmm.
felt very positive. So
Okay.
And
Well,
when
good.
Cheryl said that, I felt the ocean and the water is very healing for you. Yeah, because
Yeah. Yeah.
I started seeing that blue ocean when she
love.
said that. So
Yeah. I think I need to see the ocean.
yeah, that's what I felt. I felt like it's time to kind of go put your feet in the water.
Yep. Yeah. I agree. I agree. So,
All
it,
right. Well, thank you,
it,
Joanne, for
well,
being on
thank
the show with
you.
us and for always supporting us. We appreciate you so much.
Okay. I appreciate both of you too. Thank you so much.
I'm
It's
going to
great to
put
see.
you backstage again, and we're going to bring up the next person. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Bye. And I'm going to bring up Carla. Hi, Carla. How can we help you
Hi,
tonight?
how are you?
We're
Good. How
good.
are you?
I'm
Hi.
good. Thank you.
Good deal.
What kind of
So
reading
my
or go ahead?
yeah, so recently my granddaughter has been placed in our house. My daughter is deceased.
Oh, I'm
Um
so sorry.
and I am just am I doing what's right by my granddaughter for my daughter? I guess is my daughter happy about what
Can I ask you this? Is your granddaughter under 14?
she is?
Like between 10 and 14, I just feel. Is that about right?
Younger.
Okay, a little bit, but is she close to 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I do feel like you're doing the right things. I think it's been quite a transition for her, and it hasn't been easy. I also feel like she's been testing the waters. But when I tune in and I feel like your daughter is coming through. I feel like your daughter was very loving, very very they were very close. I feel her and her daughter. Do you
Oh
understand
yes.
this? And I also feel like your daughter and
Yes.
you were very close. But at the same time, your daughter, she parented a lot like you because I feel like your daughter loved the way she grew up and appreciated you very much. And I feel like she was very much trust you with her daughter and she's proud of you and thanks you for everything. That's what I feel. I feel like your daughter was strong-willed. She was somebody that stood up for what she believed in and she was a strong mom. She wasn't afraid to say no to her children, and so I think she appreciates that because she learned that from you. Do you understand that?
I do. I do.
So she's like, you are doing the right things, and she knows it's been a transition, and she knows you're being tested by her daughter, and she's very grateful for you. I do feel, and she wants you to know that. I do feel like she surrounds the house with all this love and is always with you. And I do feel a lot of the decisions you make really come from knowing what your daughter wants because you're so connected to her in spirit.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
needed to do that.
Yeah. And what about you, Cheryl?
Carla, does your granddaughter ever talk about seeing her mom?
She's been talking about her mom a lot more.
Yeah.
She wanted to take her mom's urn to her birthday party recently,
Yeah.
so her mom could be part of the party. So
Mhm.
So I do feel your daughter around, of course, around, and that your granddaughter is seeing her mom, and that I do feel, there's nothing but love in your home, and thank you for that. But your daughter, I feel, is wanting you to kind of go at your own pace, because I know that you can spend a lot of energy, and you can, it can take a lot out on you, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hearing like, take your time, or set the pace. You set the pace, right? Because there's enough there for everyone. Like your granddaughter will be so amazed about how intuitive she is, because I just feel her drawing pictures or coloring or somehow expressing, through visual, about seeing her mom. So you might, if you want to, ask her to draw a picture of what she's seeing. That's a great way for kids to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's drawn lots of butterflies lately.
Oh, that's beautiful. She's very connected, just like you. It runs in the family.
Well,
But
good.
I
That
just,
puts my mind at ease.
yeah, your daughter cannot be more proud, and that
Yeah.
I feel she feels rest assured that her daughter will get everything she needs,
She's in good hands. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Carla, for coming on. We appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you, ladies.
Page, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla.
And I'm going to bring Amanda up real quick. And if you don't want to come up like on camera, you can always come up just your voice. Or if you're going to post something in the comments, post a very specific question like Brianna said. Thank you, Brianna. That's very intuitive of you. It does help us. It's, we're trying to do quick readings. We don't have time to really spend the time to tune into everything about you and find out what's most needed. If you can be specific, it really helps us with the psychic questions. All right. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for coming on. How can we help you?
Yeah, I've always been curious about a connection I've had with this person I met in college. We're very connected intuitively, like we finish each other's sentences and stuff. And recently, she lives away from me and we don't talk that often, but recently she told me about experiences that I'm going through, which is, opening up my healer psychic intuitiveness, and like I see dreams and stuff like that, like a movie. So I was wondering, what is that connection between her and I? Like, I've always been curious. What is it? Why is it so strong?
Well, I'm going to call it a soul connection, meaning that you guys, to me, as I'm feeling into and tuning into it, you guys have had another life together, and you're here in this life to kind of promote and push each other.
Okay.
And help each other. And you planned on this meeting in this lifetime. You also planned on having different experiences, but coming together at a certain point. So that's why when you first met her, it was almost like you'd known her for a long time. And I want to say, like, sometimes this happens in your whole life. You feel like you're connected to somebody. You don't know who they are until you meet them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this person is, because there's like this, it's almost like this like connection, like a string that ties you. I've had this happen myself with people in life, and it's very interesting. But it's, to me, they're part of your journey. They're part of your life lessons. You guys are there to teach each other.
Okay.
And it will be for however long you need each other. Maybe this is a lifelong friendship. Maybe it's short-lived, but you guys are there to push each other and know each other for the specific reason. It's part of your journey.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling. And it's more than just like the soul connection. You guys are energetically connected because you chose that. That's what I feel. But you can, when you're ready, you can break that off if you don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah. You can kind of like snap that and be like, okay, I'm good. I'm on my journey. That's what I'm hearing. I don't think it's a bad connection right now. And I don't think it's going to be one in the future. But I think you're going to get to a point where the two of you are kind of like, okay, we need to have our little like privacy now. Because
Yeah.
you do hear each other's thoughts.
Yeah, well, we do. We don't talk to each other as much as we used to. Her father passed away recently, and when I used to go over there in college, we used to have dinners and everything. But recently, she told me about that, so we connected a little bit. But otherwise, she lives her life, up in Pennsylvania, and I live my life here. But every now and then, we'll chime in and be like, "What's wrong?" It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I have a friend like that. We for fun, I will send him a message in my head. I'm just like, okay, give me a call, Jeff. That's his name. He's like one of my best friends. It's like we've known each other forever, and we used to lie to tell everybody we were brother and sister because we just had this strong connection. And if I say that in my head, he'll call me the next day, or he sends me a message, and I'm like, I gotta call Jeff. And he's like, oh, you got my message. We don't leave each other voicemails. We just send each other thoughts.
Yeah.
And it works. There's some people in life you meet that it's like you have that connection.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's like a soul group, and that soul connection and those past lives that you've had with this person. To me, I'm picking up a spiritual practice that you both had. You were both spiritual, very much devout spiritual people when you worked together growing up, this type of relationship. And I want to tell you that, yeah, I feel that the bond will only get stronger between the two of you, or the link will. Like, I do feel it will continue over many years.
Okay.
And I want to I feel like I have a message for you, Amanda, because your energy field does feel very open, like you're going through an awakening right now or a transformation. Do you understand that? And
Yeah.
it feels like it's on an accelerated path, or you're on the accelerated immersion program here. And I want to tell you, there's a lot of power with you, which is wonderful. But I want to remind you that, make sure you practice grounding, because as much information as you're taking in from spirit, I want to make sure you're grounded so you can retain that information, or you don't forget it, or you can make a note or write it down, like you can digest it, because there's a lot of important information coming to you, is what I just heard.
Yeah. Well, ever since you told me I was a healer, my life has completely changed. My whole world has changed, and my energy, I feel it. It's like a heat. So right here, my hands heat up, my chest heat up, and I actually physically heat up so much that I sweat the last time. It's so crazy. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm working on the muscle, and it's getting stronger and stronger. I know I have to take some angelic Reiki courses so I can really tap in and learn, some stuff.
It sounds beautiful. Angelic Reiki. Oh my gosh.
That's what Kimberly Meredith had told me. She's like, practice angelic Reiki, not just Reiki, angelic Reiki. So I was like, okay.
To go where you feel drawn, there's no right or wrong. It's where you feel like you're needed. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
There's different modalities for different reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Amanda. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming up here and being on the show with us and sharing your question. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
All right. We're going to put you backstage. All right.
Do we have time? One more, Kelly?
We do. I mean, we have 9 minutes. I feel like we could get Jay Marie is next, or Jay May. Sorry. Do you think? And then we can make our announcements and then see where we are at time wise. Okay.
Sure. Right.
Yeah. Real quick. Hi, Jay. I said it wrong. Sorry, it's May, not Marie. My brain just wanted to go to Marie.
That's okay. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yay. I was just curious. I don't really have a certain question, but I have an ex-best friend who I think had an affair. I've been separated with my husband for 11 years. And before that we were together 21 years. So they became friends, and then a one-night stand I had. My ex-best friend became friends with all my husband's friends. So they've been giving me a hard time the last 2 years. They learned how to mind read, so they've been bothering me for 2 years. I'm just wondering if you see anything like positive in my future. Like, will I ever get remarried? Will I have something good coming along? Because it's kind of been a negative struggle for the last 2 years since they all teamed up against me.
Cheryl?
So what I want to encourage, well, definitely I see love coming back into your life. I feel a soul partner coming in, and I'm excited for you. It's going to be somebody completely different. As far as the mind reading goes and what have you, I want to tell you, I want to build your energy field as well. So it's about you building your own light or bringing in more light with you is what I'm hearing. And also, Jay,
Okay.
are you going to move, or did you recently move, or is there a move around you?
I hope I really want to move. I did move, and then I'm a teacher's aide, so I ran into my ex-best friend who was friends with my ex-husband, and they all followed me home to my new apartment. So I really want to move again. Yeah, I yeah, but if you see a move, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I do. And I
But
see, I actually see another pet. I don't know, do you want another dog in some way? I feel like you have a
actually,
partner and an animal, you know, and I see you walking on the,
wow,
yeah.
the
And that
beach.
water is really healthy for you, whether it's on vacation or you live near water, once again, but water is very healthy for you. And I want to tell you, it is about energy boundaries. And, I want you to kind of, step into your own energy field and kind of disconnect from those people. All right. There's probably a lot more to say. This is kind of a mini reading, but you're very strong. I mean, I have no worries. You're very strong and capable, and you're going to be just fine. I think you've done a lot of the work so far, whether you know it or not.
Yes.
So I'm going to hand it over to Kelly.
And I'm going to say, keep your
Thank
thoughts
you.
positive. Nobody can get into your mind if you don't let them. Right. So, set your boundaries, your little bubble around you, and protect your energy from the people around you that you're surrounded by, and only let
Well,
love in. Okay.
I know they studied during COVID with her mom so her mom and her worked at the school I worked at. So they studied with Catherine D. Canay and Campbell how to be psychic mediums. So they did this mind reading. I don't mind that, but I'm just saying I'm over it, and I learned how to protect my energy, and I
Yeah.
learned how to refill my energy that they were taking, and they were adding. I think they did witchcraft, so they were adding a lot of darkness and negativity to my kids in my home. So I kind of clean it out, and I kind of wear myself out doing in the morning, cleaning out the house, praying, and asking my angels to come in and protect us and suck out anything negative. And I start my day like that. So I was just wondering if all this work the last 2 years is if something positive is in my future. I don't know. That yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I feel positivity. Stay positive. Keep your thoughts positive. We
Yeah.
do have to move on. We have 4 minutes left. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Cheryl.
All
Thank
right.
you, girls.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Thank you.
Okay, so I know we have 2 more people on here. We want to make a couple announcements, and I'm not sure. Do you think we'll have time?
Yeah, let's go for it. We'll just make them real quick.
Yeah, and then we're gonna, but we're not gonna take any more after these last 2 that we have waiting. So, and they're gonna be quick readings, ladies. So I'm sorry, but we're doing our best to reach everybody. Okay, so announcements. Cheryl, you go first with yours.
Well, just really quickly, everyone, all of my events are on my website, mediumcheryl.com. Please just go there, sign up for my mailing list or my newsletter, and I'll get that information out to you. But October 12th, I'm doing a lovely event. October 21st, I believe, I'm doing a beautiful event. Those are my October events where I'm doing smaller group readings online. I'll be with Lori Albert on October 12th. So we're really encouraging you. I'm sorry, October 21st, I'll be with Lori, but we're encouraging you to sign up for that. It's a beautiful event where both Lori and I are doing readings. That's October 21st. And then just lots more happening. I'm going to hand it back over to Kelly because I already talked about my healing prayer circle. So that's what I was going to add on.
Yeah, and I was just wanted to answer Liz. Yes, everything's going to be good is what I feel. It just a quick one. Sorry, Liz. It's all going to be good. But for announcements, so for me, I have in Sacramento, if you're a Sacramento local, I am very excited about my open mic night on Friday the 13th next month. And we're doing it. You come in a costume and it's going to be a lot of fun. And basically, it gives all my students or anybody who wants the opportunity to practice doing their mediumship in a demonstration style to come and practice. And then anybody who wants to come and support them and be in the audience. So we have about 5 mediums that will be practicing that night. I'll even do a couple readings. We will have a lot of fun. It's going to be fully decorated for Halloween. I'm going to have great food, some wine. I'll have non-alcoholic drinks. It's really a fun event. There'll be a third one, and we're excited because it's Halloween themed. So definitely check that out. It's $20 because I am buying Halloween themes, but I try to keep it usually around 15. But this one I upped it a little bit because I have to buy all these decorations. So the money that people pay, really, it's kind of a free event in a sense. The money you pay goes for the alcohol and the food. I don't make anything off of this. It's really just to bring the community together in a loving and fun environment of like-minded souls who want to support and encourage each other. That's what it's about. I'm super excited about building this, community and growing it in Sacramento here. So please join us, spread the word. If you know somebody who lives here and you don't live here, share the event if you know about it. That one I'm super excited about. Other than that, I've kind of keeping it simple for the rest of the year because we are going to New York for the New Life Expo, I think Brooklyn. At the end of October. I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to have limited events for October. I haven't put them up yet, and limited events for November. And I pretty much will keep it simple for December because of the holidays. So, I will announce them when I put them up, but it's going to be very simple, guys. Not a lot for me going on right now. I do my monthly, small group readings where everybody gets a reading. So you can follow me on my social media, or you can sign up for my newsletter, or you can go to my website, mediumkelly.com, and look at my events page for any upcoming events. Okay. And there's the New Life Expo that Cheryl and I are going to. I'm very excited.
Very excited.
Yes. So those are my announcements. So why don't we bring up Cindy B real quick?
Yeah, let's bring up Cindy and say hi to Cindy.
Hello, Cindy. Thank you for being so patient and waiting for a while. We appreciate you. And we're doing quick readings. So quick question, or did you want mediumship? If there's mediumship, a direct reading, like who you want to hear from?
Well, actually, something a little bit different.
Yes.
I've been having a pain in what appears to be one of my discs in the center of my back, and I was hoping that it would resolve, but it's been like a month, and I hate closed MRIs, so I'm just like every day praying and healing and trying to heal myself, but it's just not resolving, and I'm wondering if you can pick anything up around that.
I immediately felt pinched nerve and chiropractor or acupuncture.
No chiropractor. I have 5 herniated discs. They're bad for.
Yeah. So then acupuncture. It's almost like it's a herniated disc is what I keep hearing. It's and bending backwards to kind of like take the pressure off. Don't try not to bend forward is what I keep hearing.
That's interesting because I have pain when I bend back, but when I bend forward, it doesn't hurt.
Well, it's interesting because I feel like when you bend back, it takes the pressure off, but forward, it puts more pressure on it. It's pinching. So maybe it's pinching backwards. I don't know, but maybe I have it backwards. But I feel like don't do the one that hurts then.
So you're feeling acupuncture.
I do. I feel like somebody can relieve it with the right. Yeah. And I would even try energy healing. It almost feels like you've been storing a lot of stress in your back, and you feel like as well, like you've had to carry a lot of the pressure for other people, like on your back in a sense, and it's kind of now manifesting in this pain. That's why I feel like energy healing and acupuncture might actually totally relieve it. I had back pain so severe for 5 years, and finally, I had tried acupuncture. I mean, I have no cartilage on all my lower parts of my back. It's just bone on bone. So it was like also raw nerve, and it was very painful. After the acupuncture, I don't know what they do, how it works. All I know is that it took like 75% of the pain away. Oh, we lost her. Wait.
That's okay.
Oops.
So
there we go.
I felt 2 to 3 treatments.
Yeah.
Energy healing for you. I really like that. And something about spine alignment and working with the hip area as well. It's almost like strengthening the energy, opening up around the hip area to help that with that back.
Wow, that's amazing. You know what, Cheryl? I have a pinch in my nerve in my hip when if I walk more than a block, and I have to like go home, hobble home, and I don't know what it is. So maybe that is related. Wow.
Yeah, connected and related.
And Vivian's suggested traction may help, as well as life wave patches, energy
life
healing.
wave patches. Yeah, that's a deal. Life wave
patches. Thank you, Vivian. Yeah, Vivian always has great advice about
you
this
also
stuff.
offer energy healing?
Cheryl does energy healing, don't you?
I do energy healing, by the way.
She does, and she's amazing. Yes.
I'll book it.
Yeah, look at that.
Cheryl's amazing. She is.
You. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
You healing, definitely.
All right, take care. I'm going to put you, where are we? Back in the backstage. Thank you.
Thank you for manning the.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. That was our last one. I know there were some comments, but we were trying to get to everybody that came up on stage. We appreciate you guys for coming up. Thank you so much. We're so excited for this new season and doing things on our own and maybe doing things a little bit different. So I'm excited to see what we do and who we bring on. And again, if you have suggestions, please email us. We love to meet new people, love to interview them and talk to them. And of course, we're always reaching out to the people that we admire and that we would love to have on the show. So be on the lookout for them. And we might have AJ back on again. We're still trying to get Cindy, but she's super busy, Cindy Keza.
Yeah.
But definitely we're doing our best and we appreciate any feedback. Thank you. Anything you have to say, Cheryl?
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Just to let you know, we so appreciate you. We are so excited. We are into season 3. I mean, this is such a big deal for us, and we want to take you on this journey of opening up more and deepening your spiritual practice as well. So stay tuned for every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you again next Wednesday, and you have been watching Seeing Beyond Living Transformed.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Good night.